think about what we're talking about now, because I'm going to bring it up later. Let me start with the cold open. Here we go. So I am here with my friend Mae Planert, who is obsessed with the biggest news story in the country right now. No, it's not the war in Israel. It is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. She has a conspiracy theory that the relationship is fake. I am in love with Taylor Swift. And you know what? Let's just start the show.
The Tom Kelly Show. Everybody, I want you to go to the Tom Kelly Show. I want you all to know about the Tom Kelly Show.
Music's playing. Okay, we're getting back to that lively energy we had before. And then here we go. Content warning, spoiler alert. Please don't write a song about Travis. You are experiencing the Tom Kelly Show. I'm going to own where we're at here. First, this is take 2 of the podcast because I was having such a great conversation. I forgot to hit the record button.
It was gold.
It was gold, though.
Yes.
Like, it was a good energy.
It was good. We were having fun.
And this is my friend Mae, a new friend of mine, who she's married to comedian Mark Norman. Put that in your pocket. But she's a brilliant comedian on her own. Friends with lots of friends of mine. And then I don't know if we've really hung out before last night.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've seen you at West Side quite a bit.
Yeah, we've come close. We have common friends. But
yes.
Then there's the moment where I became Mae's bestie.
Yeah.
Where in a feminine room of testosterone, would that be fair? Or nobody seemed to care about this but us.
No, not a lot of people cared about it, but I was very enthusiastic.
But you dropped one sentence. Drop the sentence, and then we'll dance around the topic.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have never met.
And then I said, I need to be better friends with this woman. And now, again, just a few disclaimers. I love Taylor Swift. I have opened for her at the View. The biggest show of my life was in Times Square opening for her. It's one of only 2 pictures with celebrities I have in my hallway of art. That's
quite the flex.
It is a flex, and it was my full circle moment because they closed. They'll never do this again. New York will never do this again. They closed down Times Square for what was supposed to be a 3,000 person Taylor Swift concert, and 20,000 people showed up.
Oh shit! What year was this?
Let's make it 2013 to 2013ish. 2013ish. Okay. And actually, this is a full circle moment where I'm looking at the sea of people, and I'm talking to the amazing Robin Roberts from GMA. And I said to Robin, Robin, I used to hand out flyers for a comedy club right there.
Wow.
And this is happening right now.
That's so cool.
And I still have people who follow me because of this moment. And, I don't want to call it the apex of my career because I dreamed bigger. But it meant something. So Taylor Swift means something to me. So I'm emotionally invested in her.
Okay.
Is that fair? And I'm wearing pink, and we have crumble cookies here because we want to make sure Swifties, I know how dangerous you can be.
Oh, yeah, they're crazy.
But they could also be very giving. I love her fans. So we're going to have a real conversation because I care. I care. Do you care? Do you like Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I like Taylor Swift. I like her songs. I think she's really talented. You know what I don't like about her?
Oh no. But you are such a comedian. Like you're about to say, you were about to go through a list of things you like about her, and you're like, but I'll tell you what I don't like.
I'm also a woman, so I'm like, another woman? No. But I'm just joking.
Wait, actually, is that a thing?
No, I think specifically, I think people like Taylor Swift. A lot of girls like Taylor Swift because she is so girl next door. She is so like, they see themselves in Taylor Swift. So I think that's like a big part of her appeal.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I like that. I also love that she did like the Taylor's version of the songs and took that away from Scooter Braun. You know about this?
Yeah, so that's empowering. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, her music is great. I mean, she's very, very talented. There's no taking that away from her. She's obviously hugely successful. Like, she's doing great. Everything's awesome. She is not funny at all. Which is fine. That's not her job to be funny, but also like she gets really offended by stuff very easily.
Oh, you're talking about the Oscars joke?
The Oscars joke.
Was she offended by the Oscars joke, or was that a bad cutaway?
Maybe it was a bad cutaway. I hope it was a bad cutaway because it's like, girl, like lighten up. That was that was big of a deal.
Because what was the joke? It was something about she's on TV too much.
It said like, oh, the only place that you see more Taylor Swift is at a fucking whatever the hell Chiefs game, and it's like, who cares? Like, that's true. They do cut to you like 20 times a game. It's part of the reason that you're there, by the way.
Okay, which brings so explain who she's dating quick, because I have like a bunch of 70-year-old viewers.
Okay.
And then your conspiracy theory. One sentence on who she's dating.
So she is dating Travis Kelce, who I actually don't even know what position he plays. The only thing I do know is that it's not quarterback, which is typically like the...
And there's one reason people don't love Travis Kelce is he's overshadowing Justin Mahomes a bit, who I think is just the ultimate Wheaties box champion.
Well, isn't he like, he's getting like 1 million rings, right? He's been in like every single fucking Super Bowl since he started or something crazy like that.
He's young. He's young and good. That's all I know for sure. And let's own this, folks. I don't know sports, and apparently neither does Mae.
No, I don't.
Neither does.
But I'll tell you one thing. I'm watching fucking football now because of Taylor Swift.
Okay, now, and you're not the only one. Now, I asked on my Facebook, which we were talking about how my Facebook goes hot and cold on engagement.
Yeah.
Okay. The things that mean stuff to me does not get engagement.
Yes.
But if I ask the question on my Facebook, at facebook.com/TomKellyShow, the question, it was exactly, what do we think of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift dating? Is it real for you, Mae?
Yep.
And is it good for football? To which Mrs. Caddick, my friend's mom, replies, who gives a poop? But didn't say poop. She says shit. My friend Ray Forey, a film professor who wrote a book about Hitchcock, is chiming in on this. And says, and he gives the comment that I think we need to engage on. He's like, there's a lot of people who say it's none of our business. And I say you contend it is all business.
I think it's all business. I don't think that, I mean, maybe they're going to grow to like each other, but I think it was like, maybe that could be the part of their love story, but I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, think about both of their schedules, right? Like, he's in training all day long. He's traveling with his team. He's doing all this stuff. And he was dating another girl like 2 weeks before they got together, I think. Or he had a long-term girlfriend for a long time.
He broke someone's heart.
He broke someone's heart. She also is literally on a fucking world tour. I mean, she's doing all this shit. She's doing all this publicity. She's everywhere. She's somewhere new every single day, which we all know from her flight records that she's like the #1 contributor of
what do
whatever.
you think? Well, what do you? Oh yeah, because she's so successful. She's contributing to carbon emissions.
I know, it's funny. Yeah,
I love that someone's tracking that.
I know, good for her. Honestly,
see, I love her for the carbon emissions.
Yeah, me too. That's my favorite thing about her.
But you just said, but there's something you said on maybe it was the first recording. Where you said you don't think they ever met in person because one of the conspiracy theories was how they met.
Yeah, exactly. So
by DMs?
One of the things that I saw online was that they met through Twitter, and I was like, "There's no fucking way that these two people are tweeting at each like at what point in the day would that even happen?" Also, like, I just don't buy it. I think that all of their publicists are behind a lot of their Twitter, and like, so her last boyfriend, or one of the last boyfriends that she had, he had some problematic tweets from long times ago, which we all fucking do. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And she got ripped to shreds for still being with that guy, even after his like racial tweets or whatever
Travis
came out.
Had racial tweets or no?
No. Someone else that she dated. They had to break up for that reason.
They had to break up because he had bad tweets.
Pretty much. And then now, so Travis, like all of his old tweets are like really silly. They're like, I love Taco Bell, hee hee, or whatever. Like they're just
someone cleaned them.
Yeah, someone either cleaned them or that like part of her PR team of finding the person for her to date was like, let's go through with like a fine tooth comb, make sure that they're brand safe, make sure all that shit. And he had famously wanted to be much more than a football player. He wanted to be famous. Like he's done like dating shows.
Well, there's a whole New York Times article on that.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Elizabeth Hazard. It's unhealthy. We're so unhealthy.
But you pushed me in it. That's why I'm glad you're here to assume responsibility.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So let's start with one thing. First, you're dating, or you're married to a celebrity for the sake of this story.
Yeah.
So why is your relationship
not Taylor Swift
real?
style, but yeah.
No. Well, I don't know. Wait. He has 1 million followers on blank, blank, and blank.
Yeah.
Why is your relationship real and not theirs?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, we did meet before he was a celebrity, so there's that. So we have met in person several times. I think also several times.
Well, you had a line about the relationship that you're not a gold digger. What was your line about it was the follower line.
Oh,
you met him at.
Oh, I met him at 10,000 followers, and now he has 1 million followers.
So you got in on the ground floor.
I got in. Yeah, I made a really good investment.
Okay. Yeah, if we quantify love by number of followers, yes, your investment went up by, I wish I knew the percentages on 10,000 and
Boy,
1 million.
is that a sad sentence, huh? Like,
No, it is and it isn't, though. In some ways, what you two have is kind of what I want, in that you liked each other when you were both nobodies, for the sake of this story.
Sure.
And what I like about Travis and Taylor, which is, by the way, hard to say over and over again.
Yeah, tongue twister.
But what I like about them is they are a power couple.
Yeah, they're at the same...
I find that hot.
Yeah, very, very hot. Yeah, old school, like cheerleader, football guy kind of vibes too, you know,
but
like pretty blonde.
But my argument on that, I hate that stereotype of the two of them, because she is arguably the more famous of the two.
Way more famous.
You know,
it's not even close.
She is. It's like having Oprah cheer for you at the football game.
Right.
But if Oprah were just hotter.
Well, I don't know. Oprah's looking pretty good these days.
This week.
Yeah.
No, and you're right. Now look, now I'm going to ban from Oprah too. But you're right. No, I don't know. You don't believe that Taylor slid into his DMs or vice versa.
I think if that is the story they're going with, there was a lot of PR involved in this union. There was a lot of moving parts, a lot of hands in the kitchen. Okay.
Now, and you'll say, like with Mark, who has 1 million followers.
Yeah.
If I slide into his DMs, there's a 50-50 chance I'm getting him.
Yeah, because it depends on the platform, and also like now he's not really checking DMs anymore because he just gets too many. But yeah, I mean, he definitely 50-50.
No, because honestly, I've had people help me with my DMs at times. Like I'll do a big concert and get a lot of DMs, and I had my friend Blake's 13-year-old kid
just
write back to everybody.
Yeah,
no, not even clear them out. Write thoughtful sentences to each one.
Wow, that's great.
Listen, and I used to answer fan mail at Rosie O'Donnell's old TV show for a woman who was a writer there. But I would actually sit there, write a letter, stamp it, mail it.
Yep.
And I have slid into a few, not celebrities, but entertaining types. Like I hung out with an entertainment reporter. I had a crush on her.
Yeah.
I still have a crush on her. If you're watching, you know who you are. Okay. And long story short, I slid into her DMs and said, hey, I'm going to be in town. Would you like dinner? And she said, yes. And then she told me she broke up with her boyfriend. And then the new person she's seeing came for the final drink of the night just to...
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, my God. Mae, you are going to be my best friend by the end of tonight.
Yep.
All right. So we've hit a few big things here. You think it's fake.
Well, okay. Here's what. I think it at least started out fake. And now I think think about it. You only really see her at his games. Like they don't really do things day to day. But then at the other side, like I understand the other argument where it's like, when the fuck are these people gonna be doing shit day to day?
That's my dream relationship. I also fall for women in other cities.
Really?
So
you just have a commitment issue, I think.
There's a lot of things.
Intimacy issue.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
You're right, intimacy on that. I like lesbians.
Yep, you like lesbians and you like them to be far away, where you're like,
I like far away lesbians.
Far away lesbians.
Oh my God. I don't know if this podcast episode will be a hit, but I will be talking to my therapist tomorrow about that sentence. I love far away lesbians who work in entertainment, though, with whom I could be a power couple.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun.
Okay, so you think they've never been together, and you're right. We've never really seen a picture of him wandering home after a booty call.
I do not think they've ever had sex. I don't think so. That's what I'm going with. There's no sex happening in this relationship.
You know what's funny? This is why I wanted you to be here. I wasn't even going to go there.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know.
I can't picture it. And which is ironic because have you seen these fucking, am I allowed to swear on this?
At this point, why not?
Okay, sorry.
No. We're marked explicit.
We're 16 minutes in. I'm like, can I swear at first?
But here's what's funny. We're 16 minutes in plus another 7 before that. You could eat some of the cookie if you want to eat some of the cookie. I brought these cookies not just as props, but you could cut that open.
But...
You and I could make a deep fake with Taylor Swift eating crumble cookies with us later.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I'll give you a few deeper conspiracy theories on track.
Okay, please.
Okay. 1, my best friend Mike McGarrigle. Again, another guy. He's an engineer in rural Pennsylvania, and he's chiming in on this. He believes that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, Travis will propose to Taylor on the field?
Oh.
Do you think they're that far down the road?
Well, everyone's been saying that they're going to get engaged. So I don't know if that's just part of the plan.
Okay.
There is a plan.
And next part, again, everybody's got a thing about the plan. Who's the guy who ran for president? Vivek Ramaswamy, am I saying that right?
Yep.
Okay, Vivek, this is in the New York Post today. Vivek Ramaswamy claims Super Bowl will be rigged for the Chiefs.
Oh.
To set the stage for Taylor Swift's Biden endorsement.
Oh, wow. I love this. I love this layer of everything. Also, like, there was something also that is ringing a bell now where they were saying that the two of them were being propped up by Big Pharma because he was like obsessed with the vaccines or something like that.
Was he pro-vaccine or anti-vaccine?
Pro-vaccine.
Okay, well, now I love him altogether.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yeah, there was like that too. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're definitely being used in some way. I don't know about what Vivek said, but
or are they being, is the NFL lucky, or is this manufactured?
This is manufactured. I mean, the NFL thing and the fact that she's at every game. I mean, she is literally the biggest celebrity in arguably the world right now, and it's like you have time to go to fucking Baltimore.
Okay,
really?
Well, now do you go to Mark's shows, and does Mark go to yours? All of yours? No,
of course not. Yeah.
So that's an argument for no.
Yeah.
But then again, he only works 12 days a year.
What?
Well, there's only like 12 to 14 NFL games a year.
Yeah, but he's practicing. He's
No, she's not going to practice. She's only going to the important things on Sunday.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, so now you're only seeing him on game days? Like, when is the quality time? That's what the quality time is missing for me. There's no quality time. Also, his mother said something kind of shady. Did you see this?
No, I didn't see. This is why you're here.
So,
in fact, I'm going to drop the subtitle comedian from you and just Taylor Swift expert.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Taylor Travis expert.
I'm treading very lightly, okay? This is me treading lightly.
Okay.
But, so it was the first game that she attended, and she was like all over his mom and like, touching her a lot and like laughing in her face and like whatever. She pretended like she had known this woman for decades or whatever, a long time. And she went on a talk show. I think it was like Kelly Clarkson or something. Mrs. Kelce did. And they were like, what do you think about, Taylor Swift and You guys seem to really get along. And she goes, I don't know her. She said, I don't really know her. This was like a week after they started. So she would have never known her.
How many years were you dating your husband before you got married?
Like 6 years, 7 years.
So when did anybody, the parental level people on his side or vice versa, when did they be able to say, oh, I know that one and I like them? Yeah,
probably like
when did your parents like Mark?
I mean, they liked him when they first met him, but probably.
How long did that take?
Like one Thanksgiving or something like that. But like we would hang out at the normal things. Like, you're coming home to meet my parents for this holiday.
Better question. At that level of fame.
Yeah.
Can Travis and Taylor have a normal relationship?
Absolutely not. Of course not. Yeah. So like,
is there such a thing as a normal relationship for her?
Yeah, maybe not. Because I mean, I genuinely don't know. What, is she going to organically meet a guy at a bar? Like, she's not going to a bar. She would, she's lives in a tiny castle in the sky. You can't really like organically meet people. There's only so many people that can genuinely relate to her. She's on a totally different plane. She's living a completely different reality than everybody else.
Yeah, and that's what I want. Again, I've said this before. If things go bad with Travis, date me. Break up with me, write a song about me. I could handle dating a music star better than a comedian. I can handle a song about me, but not a joke about me. That's my my thought there. Now, I have 2 more thoughts for you because we are way over, but in a good way.
Okay.
Are we being too hard on Taylor Swift by talking about this?
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I think I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, maybe. That's my official answer.
But quite frankly, and I'll go an extra step, it's a little different with Taylor. Mm-hmm. Because there is this pureness to her.
Right.
There is this, like, my nieces like her.
Yeah.
So I feel bad. Like, normally I say, attack that which is holy, who cares?
Right.
But, and I'm not even saying this because I'm secretly in love with Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's just a part of it.
Okay, fine. It is part of it, but there is that thing of wow, like she's not mean. Like you've never seen her really go after anybody.
Yeah, except for her exes, but yeah, and like Scooter Braun, who completely deserved it.
Yeah, but anybody who she's gone after, you sort of feel like they deserve it,
right? Yeah.
So there's that moment of can I make fun of her when she might actually have a glimmer of hope?
Yeah. Yeah, well, when you put it that way, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I feel, but then again, here's the thing about her. I'm telling you right now, just going through Facebook.com/TomKellyShow, you guys chiming in on this. I mean, just random people chiming in. My brother's college roommate, I cared more about who won the Bud Bowl in '89. And again, what I find interesting is, for all these people who don't say they don't care, they cared enough to write out they don't care.
Right, I know. And it's like, you know what, you're going to learn about it against your will, so just buckle up and have some fun. You know what I mean? Who cares?
All right.
But one thing I will say, though, I don't know if we talked about this quite enough, but I think the NFL has been pushing for female viewership for years, and then now they have it. So
but is it real? Like, are the ratings up across the board? I know they're up for the Chiefs game because we're all looking for cutaways. But is anyone watching the Giants or the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not.
Are you watching more football this year?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'll watch when she's on, I guess. Or as I say, she's on. He's playing the game.
No, and now to your point, this is one of the conspiracy theories floating around that, okay, the UFC is supposed to be real with plots of drama. Yeah. But the WWE is scripted.
Right.
Is this a move to take the NFL, which has sort of been flagging since the whole take a knee controversy?
Right, and the CTE stuff, like,
Which one was CTE?
CTE, like the players will retire and then they have all these crazy brain problems. Yeah.
So now, is this a move to take something treasured and make it more scripted? Do we want the drama? Do we want the plot?
I think this is going to be like a marketing play moving forward. There's going to be you're going to see a lot more like pop stars in this, and football is going to be cool again. Like it was kind of dwindling off just as an American sport in general because people were like, I'm not going to get my son into this sport that like could hurt him like this, you know?
I'm going to add a few details to this story. So how do I say this without being a dick? So I went to college with a girl who dated Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
Right before he got famous. We touched on this last night.
Yes.
I'm not going to say her name right now because she's sort of incognito.
Okay.
But not that incognito. Don't worry. But I would go on TV, and the joke was that this girl, Laura, would never date again because she dated Tom Brady. Anybody she dates is not Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like if she dated Jerry Seinfeld. Who's Jerry Seinfeld? He's a great comedian, but he's not Tom Brady. And you could just go down the list. And then I also wasn't in love with Tom Brady. I kind of thought he was a little manufactured too.
Yeah, he's a douche.
Good. We're on the same page.
And I'm from Boston. I'm not allowed to say that.
Oh, you're a Boston girl?
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to college in Connecticut, and they met while he was in Boston, right before Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah.
And speed through the story, she was a publicist. And someone said, hey, why don't you hang out with this football player? Bring him out around town. Mm-hmm. And she was in love, and she's a good kid to a certain degree. I don't know. We'll have that conversation later. But her Instagram, like she's a publicist.
Yeah.
And I think there's that whole publicist thing of, look, there's my good-looking significant other for guys. Right. He's an awkward guy, and this is the pretty girl that can show him around. Right. And honestly, I need that. I fall for that too.
Yeah.
But the minute he got into won the Super Bowl, and he dumped her 2 weeks later at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Because I think he was looking for the next step up. And he started dating Bridget Moynihan.
Yes, and then he left her while she was pregnant or something like that.
Oh my God, we are going to be best friends, Mae.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm like, is everyone going to ignore this part? This is crazy.
Because I also would say, and then we're out of here. I thought you were checking your watch. You're just checking your
No, my
sleeve.
sweater keeps getting. It's all good.
It's all right. At least I hit record this time. Yeah. That's the important part. So and that's my thing is, do we need to be successful and famous?
Yeah.
Do you need to upclimb?
Like, God, I fucking hope not, because my husband's gonna.
Well, or maybe you need to aim higher.
I guess I need to aim higher.
No,
yeah.
but like, I mean, you're right. Jay Leno and Mavis, I think, like they seem to be in love, and Letterman has his longtime significant other, and we could go down.
Comedians oftentimes, because I've thought about this, but comedians oftentimes they stick with the one usually. Like, think about it. There's like like Jerry and Jess have been together forever.
You're right.
Sandler and his wife have been together 20 years. Chappelle has been with his wife for a super long time. You know what I mean? So I'm
and I'm going to concede this in a way that doesn't make you insecure. Yes, good, successful comedians stay with the ones.
Yeah.
And then I'll argue there's a whole bunch of other comedians I know who are trash.
Yeah.
But you're right. Chris Rock lasted 20 years in his marriage before that fell apart.
Yeah.
We could go down that list. No,
There's been a lot of successful marriages specifically with comedians. But then if you think about like actors, they go through a new wife every 15 minutes.
Well, and now I'm back to Travis or will there be a point where, what if Travis doesn't win as many games next year?
Oof. Well,
or what if Taylor Swift goes the way of Debbie Gibson, for lack of a better analogy, and we get sick of Taylor Swift? Okay.
I don't think that's possible, but I don't know. Because my question with this whole thing, because in my opinion, it was manufactured to put them together for a lot of reasons. What is his team's exit plan? Because you cannot alienate the Swifties.
Google Travis Kelce, New York Times. I'll put it in the show note. He has a team managing him, and it's very clear in the New York Times. They keep saying, this is not manufactured, but it's an incredible coincidence.
Yeah, yeah.
What if he is in love?
Yeah, I mean, that'd be great.
But you don't see it in him either.
So it's not that I don't think that they could potentially, create something together. They're both hot people. They're both successful people. There's no reason why, they couldn't be together, but I just don't think that the original start of it was authentic. I think that the original start of it was manufactured, but they could now.
Well, could this be like an old-fashioned ethnic arranged marriage where mom and dad learn to love each other?
Kind of, yeah. And I mean, I don't think it'd be that hard. They're both fucking babes. It's not like you're trying to set him up with someone that's not insanely attractive and cool and everybody likes.
All right, purely for fun, and I want only because I wrote this out, not for you, but I wrote it for something else. Okay. I have two different Travis and Taylor contests that we're going to end quick on. Great. Either I'll give you the choice: words that rhyme with Kelce, or the more complicated. And I wrote this for a radio station that did not use it. 89 or 86. I will name a world event, and you have to say if it happened in 1989, which is the Taylor Swift number, or 86, which is Kelce's number.
Okay. I guess I'll do 89, 86.
Thank God, because I'm more emotionally involved in it, but the game, I'm going to realize why the game sucked. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Debut of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Oh, I'm going to say 89.
86.
Really?
There we go. Fall of the Berlin Wall.
Oh, I should know this or else I'm going to seem dumb. I'm going to go 89.
Correct. There we go. Space Shuttle Challenger disaster.
86.
Yes, and actually we just had the anniversary of that this week.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Debut of The Simpsons on Fox.
I'll go 89.
And there you go. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's correct. There you go. Put the bell on. There you go. Ding. Halley's Comet last visible to Earth.
Oh, I have no idea. 89.
That was 86. I actually remember that. That was a big thing when I was in school. Tiananmen Square protests.
Oh, huh. I'll go 89.
You know what I love to anybody? This is such a subtle difference. I realize why the game is not that. Debut of Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
86.
That's right.
Okay.
Inauguration of George H.W. Bush.
Oh, I'm an idiot. 86.
89.
Oh,
and you should know that he vacations up in New England. And then hang on, I want to find one. I was going to do Nelson Mandela, but I don't want you to look racist.
Oh, no.
And release of Disney's Little Mermaid.
I'll go 89.
That's right. End on a winner. You have your own podcast. You want to push it?
I do. Yes, please. I have a podcast called Risque Business News. It's every Tuesday. We put it out. It's with my friend Laura Sogar, another comedian. She's great. And we talk about business scandals. So if you have anything, we'd love to have you on.
How did you get into business scandals?
Well, Laura and I both have, we worked in different
Did you work in finance before this?
Not finance, but just different industries or whatever. And I feel like a lot of comedians don't have as long of a career in corporate America as we do necessarily. Okay. So then we were like, oh, let's parlay that because there's so much drama that happens in the corporate world that like not enough people are discussing.
Okay, and bringing your plug back to Travis one last time. Yeah. No, but there's this whole big thing with TV stars, and I'll argue even comedians.
Yeah.
That you can't start out as a comedian anymore. I mean, your husband's success is different.
Yeah.
Your success may be different, blah, blah, blah. But I'll argue that to be a star, to be the host of something.
I see what you're saying.
Like, I mean, like if you wanted to host The Price is Right back in the old days, yes, Drew Carey, host The Price is Right, blah, blah, blah. If you wanted to host a $100,000 pyramid, you worked your way up through radio. Now you have Michael Strahan type careers that are, and Strahan is the real deal, my favorite celebrity, blah, 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 very good to me. But now you have the wannabe Strahans, and I'm going to argue that if not Travis Kelce, the next Travis Kelce will be so manufactured and they will be hosting the next Tonight Show.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Well, doesn't everybody hate him or no?
This week they do. I always hate him for divorcing. God, she was funny, beautiful, and she was on Newsroom. Olivia Munn.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could have said John Mulaney now. Yeah.
That could have been mine. That could have been me. All right, folks, follow Mae. I'll put all her stuff in the socials and way over on the podcast. But if you stuck out this long, I love you. Quick magic mirror. I see Regina, who came to see me at Governor's this week. Thank you for listening to the podcast and coming to a live show. I see you. And until next time, folks, comment where you can comment. Give me your opinion on all this. Show love where love can be shown. And until next time, good night, Kansas City.